So after that women's doubles semi-final, we turn our attention to women's singles. And it's last year's semi-finalists, Zhang Yiman of China are up against Chinese Taipei's Prix. Prix, fresh from the Bitburger event in Germany. So very, very busy travel time for her. So as far as the women's singles draw is concerned, 5 different nations involved by quarter-final stage, 3 Chinese players and 2 from Chinese Taipei. Only 1 seed in the top half of the draw, and that was Aya Ohori. And she has won 2 Grand Prix gold titles this year, but couldn't make it through to the semi-final. So a second consecutive semi-final for Zhang Yiman. And in the bottom half of the draw, you can see 2 seeds right in that bottom quarter. And in fact, it was Zhang Yiman who's come through that as well. So we're going to concentrate on the top half of the draw, both players unseeded. Well, what a tough schedule for Prix. Saw her at the hotel this morning at breakfast, and she was telling me that after her semi-final defeat in Saarbrücken last Saturday, jumped on a plane on Sunday morning, went back to her home country, and with 24 hours or less than 24 hours at home, then came here to Macau for the start of play. Round 1 of the women's singles was on Wednesday. So that really is a very, very tough schedule, isn't it? Also had played in Paris the week before the Bitburger Grand Prix Gold. So our court officials, first of all. Well, both these women's singles players who we're about to see looking to reach a first ever Grand Prix gold final. So Zhang Yiman is brought into the stadium first. And Prix of Chinese Taipei. My goodness me, she looks like walking wounded, doesn't she? Both knees heavily strapped. Well, she's played an awful lot of badminton over the last 3 weeks. But doing here in Macau what her older sister, Prix did 5 years ago, and that's reached the semi-final stage. This is the first meeting between the 2 players. Sister, Prix in the semi-final in 2012, lost to Busanan Ongbangarangpan, who then lost in the final. Her sister did actually win a Grand Prix gold event. That was the US Open of 2012. So how dearly Prix would like to emulate her big sister by achieving the same. But first of all, let's look at the 20-year-old from Jiangxi province, landlocked province in the southeast of China. 60 in the world ranking, at the moment has been one place higher, 2 separate weeks as world number 59. And this is only her second ever tournaments semi-final that she's reached at senior level. First one was here a year ago. So there you can see she beat the #1 seed. The left-handed Aya Ohori came from 16-19 down in that deciding game on a run of 5 straight points to close it out. In the first round, she beat another finalist from the Macau Open from 2006, Yip Hui Yin, the #5 seed here this year. And Gao Fangji of China in the second round, who was bronze medalist at the Asian Junior Championships last year. That was also 3 games, so she's had a tough journey so far. So to Paiyu Po, the 26-year-old from Taipei, up 9 places in the world ranking this week after her semi-final at the Bitburger Grand Prix Gold last week. Has been as high as 20, 2 separate weeks as world number 20. Making her 5th appearance here, and she too has beaten a seed on the way through to today's semi-final. That was in the second round. #6 seed, Evgenia Kosetskaya of Russia. And then yesterday in the quarterfinal, Han Yue of China, the silver medalist from the recent World Junior Championships in Yogyakarta. And what a wonderful final that final in Yogyakarta was. My goodness, badminton's got a good future as we look at our court officials, hasn't it? Because Han Yue lost that final to Grigoria Mareska Tungjung in 3 games. In fact, had a match point in the third. It's an absolute thriller if you saw that World Junior Championship final. But the silver medalist disposed of by Paiyu Po yesterday here in Macau. Well, a year ago, I can tell you this lady, in the quarterfinal stage, beat the #1 seed, Saina Nehwal. So don't underestimate her. She's maybe not a household name yet, but a year ago, she won 21-12, 21-17 against the former world #1, Saina Nehwal.
Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Zhang Yiman, China. Zhang Yiman to serve. Level play.
Benny Zhu from Canada, her umpire, asks for play to get underway. That's a lovely start from Paiyu Po.
1 love. Service over. 1-all.
So the question mark in my mind is whether Paiyu Po, mentally, perhaps more than physically, whether she has the stamina after her recent trip to Europe. Has to cope with jet lag, also has to cope with the disappointment of a semi-final loss exactly 7 days ago.
Service over. 2-all.
He's got to be careful of the drift.
3-2.
Good rally. Oh yes, that's a delightful drop shot from Zhang Yiman. Oh, good judgment, just wide.
Service over. 3-4.
Oh, that's lovely. Zhang Yiman guilty. Oh, for playing the net shot and then backing off from the net. If you played a good net shot, you need to stand your ground, ready to pounce. Well, perhaps a little bit of nerves. It's her first semi-final of the year. Zhang Yiman. It's only her 7th tournament of the year. Oh yes, super play from Pai Po. Out injured at the end of last year, had to undergo elbow surgery. Pai Po. Oh, service just long. Goes down as a service error.
5-7.
First of the match. In fact, no player from Chinese Taipei has ever reached the women's singles final here in Macau. And this lady is only the 3rd different player to reach semi-final stage. Chen Xiaoxi reached 2 consecutive finals in 2010 and 11, and then her elder sister, Pai Xiaoma, in 2012. Good judgment.
10-5.
8 of the last 9 points. Oh, that's called good.
Service over. 6-10.
I'm not convinced by that call.
7-10.
So it is Pai Po who has the advantage at the mid-game interval, a 4-point advantage. Just 6 minutes played. Well, this lady, as I was telling you, has had a win over a top 10 player, Sina Nehwal, here last year in the quarter-final stage. Pai Po has often gone to 3 games against top 10 players. Carolina Marin, Sung Ji-hyung, Sina Nehwal, Akane Yamaguchi, Hebing Jiao, but hasn't actually recorded the victory. This would be a huge leap forward. And quite clearly the biggest result of her life were Pai Po to win today's semi-final. No, that's long.
Service over. 8-12.
Yeah, we're a long, long way from any victory at the moment. And 4 points in it, that can easily be closed. Oh, that's a nice shot. Good rally. Oh, delightful. Little block across court from Pai Po. Look at that. Super. Landing well in front of that front service line. That's an indication of how tight it was to the net.
Service over. 9-13. Service over. 14-9. Service over.
Both players seem to be struggling with their range at the moment. Perhaps a little bit of nerves. It's such a big chance for both of them to reach a first ever Grand Prix Gold Tournament final. That's a super clear.
11-14.
Punch clear.
Service over. 15-11.
Did well to leave that. Got herself in position. She could have played it had she have changed her mind. Oh, that's lovely. Threaded it down the line.
16-13.
Ooh, can't have been long by much.
13. Service over. 14, 17.
The fans getting involved now. It's a couple of times Zhang Yiman has used the punch clear deep into the backhand corner of Pai Yu Po, and she's been unable to get her feet in position, therefore playing the shot off balance and therefore making the error. Oh, that's unfortunate from
18.
Zhang Yiman's point of view, because I just felt that was a big point. Huge difference between 15-18 as it is, or had she won the rally, and 16-17. Psychological difference. Oh, that's nice.
Service over. 16, 18.
Yes. Good slice on that, creating the disguise, giving her opponent no power to feed off. Oh, that serve looked as if it was going long. Good rally. Yeah, there's that clear again. Yeah, should have played it twice. Oh my goodness, what a good rally. Brilliant! And what a shot to finish by Pai Yu Po. Fabulous point. And with it comes 4 game point opportunities. Gone wide.
Service over. 17, 20.
Oh my goodness me. Well, that's why you have to get your feet in position, in case you change your mind about whether it's going to land in or out. And her feet were well in front of where the shuttle was going to land. Your feet should be behind where the shuttle's going to land. Oh, 2 game points have come and gone. 3 game points have come and gone. Fourth game point is saved, and it's 20 all. And extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Well, I was telling you, she was 16-19 down in the 3rd game against the #1 seed Ohori, and came on a run of 5 straight points. Certainly say 4 game points. Now, she's had a run of 5 straight points now. And with it comes a game points herself. Extraordinary. A run of 6 straight points. From 16-20 down to close it out 22-20. What an extraordinary comeback, as indeed she did in her quarter-final yesterday. Zhang Yiman takes the opening game 22-20 in 18 minutes. So Prix has to put that opening game out of her mind. 4 game point opportunities missed. It's gone well long.
Service over. 1 love.
Good defense. And good judgment.
2 love.
Oh, yes. Well, this is a good response after the disappointment of not converting any of those 4 game point opportunities in the opening game. Sometimes it really plays on a player's mind.
Thank you. Love.
Dismissed it.
Service over. 1-4.
Oh, yes. Well, she played a cross-court net shot in the opening game. There was an outright winner. But the previous one was from the backhand side, that from the forehand. That's great control. Good smash. Oh, yes. I was about to say it's good follow-up, but it was even better defense from Zhang Yiman.
2-5.
Oh, cross-court, followed by a cross-court net shot. Oh, my goodness, she got it back. That's going wide. Yeah. Good rally. Improvisation on the defence there from Zhang Yiman. Well, I think that Zhang Yiman actually asked for a towel down and was refused by the umpire, but he's allowed Pai Po.
Service over. 3-6. Service over. 7-3. Service over.
Just long.
4-7.
Yeah, that's just long as well.
5-7. Service over. 8-5.
Just one title to this lady throughout her career. That was the 2015 US Grand Prix. Grand Prix just a level below the Grand Prix Gold. She won her first title in her 5th final. In fact, that was the last time she was in a final. Good rally. Oh, yes.
10-5.
Fast drop shot. And again, no pace for Zhang Yiman to feed off on her defensive shot. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that.
Service over. 6-10.
Took the net shot a little late, in my opinion, Pai Po. Needs to really outstretch that racket arm, address the shuttle as early as possible. Yeah, there's another one that was taken late. Yeah, got her into trouble. Good length. Just inside the line. That's going wide. So to the mid-game interval, Pai Po with a 3-point advantage. She had a 4-point advantage at the mid-game interval in the opening game, but couldn't convert. "29 minutes into the match.
Play.
Both players trying the cross-court shots now, especially in the net area. Just wide.
10-12.
Oh, good smash, good body smash. Yeah, cross, cross, cross. Now a couple of straight. Yeah, that's a nice straight drop from around the head position from Pai Po.
13-10. Service over. 11-13.
Oh, my goodness. Luck of the net cord.
14-12.
Yeah, good smash. Ooh, wide by a whisker. Oh, Zhang Yiman needed that rally. There have been 4 straight points to Pai Po. It's gone wide as well. No, surely not for a second time. She was in a winning position in the opening game and let it slip. Oh, it's going wide and long. Oh, maybe not even wide, but certainly long. So 2 points from taking this second game and forcing a decider. Oh, that's just super play from Zhang Yiman. Just caressed the shuttle across court. Beautiful. Good backhand. Oh, it's landed in. And that was well in. That's a poor misjudgment from Pai Po. Again, look, her feet are in front of the shuttle. If you're going to be unsure about whether the shuttle's landing in or not, your feet should be behind the shuttle so you can hit forward. Oh yes, that's a nice drop shots. Well, remember this scoreline in the opening game, 2016. And yet she failed to convert in game number 1. But this time in game number 2 on her first game point opportunity. Pai Po of Chinese Taipei closes out the game 21-16. 38 minutes into the match, and it's 1 game all. So the call from the umpire of 20 seconds. That's a clear indication for the players to get ready, come back onto court.
Final game. La ball. Play.
So third and deciding game. Oh, good start by Zhang Yiman. And court will need to be mopped.
Love.
Oh, told to do it herself. I'm not sure that sweaty hand is going to really help. Look at that net shot. Played to perfection. Oh yes, and that's good too. This time from Paiyu Po. Big difference when she really gets behind the shuttle. She's got the options. She can hit straight, she can hit cross court. You can basically hit whatever she wants. Not the case if she's off balance.
Semifinals. 2-1.
That's lovely.
Semifinals. 2-all.
Well, I thought last Saturday, Paiyu Po in her semi-final against the #1 seed, Zhang Yiman, at the Bitburger Grand Prix Gold in Saarbrücken. My goodness me. Did well to keep the rally going. I thought that physically she looked tired in the third game, Paiyu Po. We're going to see whether that was just because of the pressure that Zhang Yiman put on her a week ago, or whether there's an issue with her fitness.
4-2.
There's a couple of times already in this deciding game that Paiyu Po has used the straight smash down her backhand, her opponent's backhand side, and used it to great effect.
2.
Oh, this is 5 straight points now to Paiyu Po. Yeah, backhand clear was short, and it got what it deserved.
3.
This one.
6.
Zhang Yiman just playing that from the mid-court area. That's an indication of how short the clear was.
Service over. 7-3.
It's much better movement from this lady now. Smooth movement into her deep backhand corner, playing the round the head shot, as we call it, when she just uses the normal overhead action. Chinese coach looking a little concerned right now. Oh yeah.
4-8.
Overdone it. There, it was the right shot to try.
9-4.
Well, that could not have missed by much. And it's certainly wide.
10-4.
So to the mid-game interval, and the change of ends, and it's a 7-point advantage for Paiyu Po. Is she about to create history? Paiyu Po. Remember, no player from Chinese Taipei has ever reached the women's singles final here in Macau. Goodness me, she's still munching whatever she had to eat there. Good rally. Oh, Yeah. Looked as if she was going to play the drive, Zhang Yiman. And just checking the shot at the last moment to play the block. Beautifully played. Well, is that the first sign of real fatigue from Pai Po? Went for the big power smash before she'd really built the rally. Oh, but that's lovely. Well, not that Zhang Yiman agrees with the line judge. No Hawkeye at Grand Prix Gold events, so no challenge system. Oh, it's a good rally. Yeah, more initiative in that rally from Zhang Yiman. Yeah, intensity of the rallies increasing.
37.
Oh, it's gone long. Did well to get out of the way of that. Crikey, did very well to get out of the way. Yeah, definitely an increase in the intensity of these rallies now. It's a good clear. Good rally. Oh, brilliant. Real physical effort from Pai Po to get behind that, and then she had the option to smash across court. Watch her movement here. Look at that. By the time she's landed, body weight coming forward. And that's why she was able to play across court and play the winner. Oh, yes, that's nice length on that little push from Zhang Yiman. Yeah, cuteness of angle. That's what did the damage. Thirsty work being a coach. Oh, yes.
79.
Yeah, there's some big gulps of air. She does look physically tired, but she's got a handsome lead. 8-point advantage and just 4 needed to reach her first ever Grand Prix Gold Tournament final.
Service over. 10-17.
Oh, that is just delightful. What lovely racket head control. Always a tendency with that to pull that drop shot wide because of the body movement going back in court. So the racket head control to keep that one in. Absolutely superb. Oh, she must have broken the strings of her racket, Pai Yu Po, in that last rally. Takes a new racket. Yeah, immediately looks at her racket, shows it to the umpire. Got to go and change that. So 2 points away from making history. No player from Chinese Taipei has reached the women's singles final here before. That is perfection. What a great clear from Zhang Yiman. Yeah, perfect placement. Yeah, good pressure play. And with it comes match point opportunities. 9 of them. Missed it. And Pai Yu Po makes history. The first player from her country into the women's singles here at the Macau Open. And for her personally, she makes her own little piece of history. Her first ever Grand Prix Gold final will be contested tomorrow. This is the final rally. The smash from Zhang Yiman out wide, and the realization by this lady, Pai Yu Po, that she was through to the final. So 4 game points squandered in the opening game, but she fought back strongly. 20-22, 21-16, 21-11 in the deciding game in a match just 3 minutes shy of the hour mark. So next up is men's singles, and it's a battle of the left-handers. It's the former world #1, Lee Hyun-il, against the former world #2, Kento Momota. So for Lee Hyun-il, he's a former champion here. Won the title 6 years ago, looking to reach his 3rd final here. And as you can see from the men's singles draw, the quarter-final stage, we had 6 seeds and 6 different nations, 2 from Japan, 2 from Malaysia. At semi-final stage, we've got 3 seeds and 4 different nations represented, and it's only the 3rd time this year that we've had